All right, let's talk about how my 48-year-old dad has a 2-year-old by my 24-year-old middle school friend. We'll call her quote unquote friend. So let's start from the very beginning. I'm gonna call her dancer name, Candy. So me, Candy, and then the other girl, Genesis, we're gonna say that that's her name too. That's her dancer name. So start from the beginning. We all meet in middle school, thick as thieves, yada yada yada. Me and Candy was never really like friends like that. It was more.
You know the weird thing when you hear about an old head who got a little tenderoni pregnant? The first thing people think is, was he grooming her since she was 11? If she has been friends with that girl since they were in junior high school, that means that the dad knew her too. That means that the dad been around that little girl. So the fact that he slept with her, even though she's an adult at 24 and he's 48, to me that's a little weird. It's not illegal. I'm not saying it's illegal. Maybe I'm judging based on my personal beliefs because I can't do that. I can't. That's like the Little Tay, right? Little Tay just dropped a OnlyFans, and my coworkers and that I knew who are my age is talking about the shit. And I'm like, bro, Little Tay came out, I was like 23, 24. She was like 11, 12.
So like she got pregnant at 16 because she knew how to pop her as soon as she popped her. So she got pregnant at 16 and made me her son's godmom, which love that. I basically claimed the title. Love kids was my first experience with a baby. Boom. So anytime she would go dancing, which was straight out of high school, 2019, which is the same year that my dad got out of jail. He went in when I was 7 and he got out when I was 19.
He met her when they were 19. He didn't meet her when she was 11. This makes it a little bit better. 24, 48, they both adults at the end of the day. Could I do it? I don't think so. I'm not 48, but I could only imagine that. 48, you don't want to be dealing with the stressful nature of a 24-year-old.
The middle school era. Now she's a dancer. Boom. Her first night dancing. My dad's there. So she calls me and she's like, hey, I think that your dad is at the club that I'm working at. He's asking people, like, do they know you? And I was like, yeah, I know who that is. Da-da-da-da-da. Then she's like, well, don't tell, at the end of the call, she's like, well, don't tell him that I called you. And at first I was like, that's weird. But then I'm like, okay, whatever. She's nervous. It's her first night. Okay, boom. So then it comes out a couple months later, like, my dad, he's a Virgo, and if you know, you know. Virgos are very vindictive, and they love to tell their business, like, to be funny. So he's like, well, we all go out together, my sister's in the back seat, and he's like, well, your friend's the one who's stuck in private rooms. So me being me, I'm like, my bitch would never, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why is my bitch never ring?
Oh, yes, she will. If the coins is coining, your bitch will. If the price is right, yes, she will. Now, I ain't putting that on all exotic dancers, but if you know, you know. Okay, what y'all be doing? If you know, you know.
So then I call her, and I'm like, I call her right now. And he was like, she's out of town, which she was. Which I was like, all right, now I'm starting to lose hope on the. So then it comes out, we're questioning. I'm like, me and my siblings got a little group chat. We talking about it. And they like, you should just ask her, like, is she messing with our dad? So then I asked the like, so are you messing with this? Like, and we have a whole falling out. Like, she was like, you're weird as for even accusing me of trying to fuck on your dad.
Why lie about it?
And trying to be with him. And I'm like, first of all, my siblings is the one who's really like at question that you with him. But my question was more so, was you sucking in the private room? That was my question. So then she's like, that's weird. He paid me to get off stage and that was it. And so then I call him and he's like, well, just call her. I'll add her to the call right now. I said, well, how'd you get her number? And he got quiet, didn't want to answer that question.
Okay, Sherlock Holmes.
So Then let's fast forward again. And I know this is a lot of like little fast forwards, but it all makes sense. So fast forward again, like she stopped talking to me for maybe like 4 months or so. So we link up, and this is our first little time like talking since like thus not like our little falling out or whatever. And we go to the pool, and I'm like, okay, girl, you gaining a little weight, like, period, like with a little 100-pound self. So then I'm like, all right, we talking and lollygagging, whatever. And she's like, yeah, I just thought it was like it is what it is. I just thought it was a little weird that you accused me of trying to be with your dad, da da da. I'm like, I mean, I didn't accuse you. It's kind of just like put out there. So I asked you about it, like, period. So then it comes up again.
I just want to say this. The thing about telling a lie is that when it pops back in your face, you look crazy. Now, I'm not going to hold you. Some lies you need to tell. Y'all not going to agree with me, and that's understandable, but some lies you need to tell us. In some situations, it might save your life and it might save somebody else's life. But something like this, where the world is going to find out anyway, like you about to have a baby, what you going to do? Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog? It's free. It is free for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not going to control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.
As soon as I tell my siblings, like, oh yeah, me and her is cool again, like, they're like, girl, like, what is wrong with you? Like, she was messing with our dad. And I'm like, I don't think that it was that deep. I feel like she'll do anything for $1. Like, that's how Aquariuses are. They're willing to pop their coochie for anybody. So, like, I know how my friend is. So I just chalked it up to, like, that's just how she is. Like, she just wants money, and he's willing to manipulate anybody. So he was like, yeah, this is something that I won't have to tell Aisha. So keep it between us for $1. So, and I know that that's the type of nigga that he is. If you know Virgos, then you know. So then come fast forward, we have another falling out because now my siblings are like not letting it go again. Da da da. So I call her probably like 4 or 5 months later, and I'm like, look, like, I'm going on a little vacation. Like, my dad, he's taking us all on a trip for his birthday in September. And I want to, like, I don't go without my friends because I don't really f with my siblings. So I'm like, yeah, bitch, like, you should just come because, like, I want you to come. Like, we could get drinky drinks.
She already coming.
Like, well, I can't really drink. I said, what the f, you pregnant, bitch? And so she, in the camera, showing me her belly. And I'm like, oh shit, like, and then she tried to make it seem like she didn't know who her baby daddy was. Like, she was like, oh, I don't know, it could be my son's dad, or it could be this older nigga that I'm talking to, being real discreet about it, right? So we go on. I asked my dad if she can come on the vacation with us, not knowing that my sister had already asked if her boyfriend could come, and he said no extra people, period. So then I asked, but he said yes to me. And come later on to find out, she called him and told him, like, tell her no, because, like, you gonna blow up the whole spot. So, weird shit. Then she ends up being able to go on the vacation with us, but I'm like, this nigga gonna be mad as f when we get to this airport and you're pregnant. He gonna be like, why did you ask for your pregnant friend to come to the airport with me? Like, any other person would probably be pissed. So then he ain't say shit about it, like, almost like he knew. So I'm like, that's weird. Like, he didn't say shit. Like, and mind you, she's still acting like, oh yeah, that's crazy. No, whole time you carrying my little sister, boo. So, and during these arguments, when she's like falling out with me, she's like, you're not my daughter's godmom. Like, it doesn't matter. You will not be around this baby like that. And that's because she knows, like, how attached I am to my godson. So she's trying to, like, use him as a bargaining chip. So Then we got like, she comes on the vacation. They're acting weird the whole time. Me and my dad end up getting in this big ass argument because she had to sit in the trunk. And I'm like, why the f- are you worried about what she's doing with her son and with her baby in her belly? Like, why are you being so careful about what the f- she got going on when you don't care about your kids that are f- here? Weirdo. So then
it be crazy when you see older kids, like adult kids, having these dysfunctional ass relationships with their parents, and their parents don't be claiming them. Well, all the new kids, the parents is just claiming them, like, oh, this my son, this my, like, prime example, bro. Oh, what's this dude? Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight, dog. I think Brian McKnight's son passed away, and he still refused to claim this man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, dog. I don't care who my son becomes in life. That's my flesh and blood. It be days where I be thinking like, damn, bro, if my wife was one of them messed up ass females who would put me on child support and who would do all these like heinous things to try to prevent me and my son from having a relationship, what would I be willing to do? And I'm gonna be honest, sometimes you could say what you're gonna do, but until you in that situation, you don't know what you really gonna do. But I just can't see myself giving up on having a relationship with my son. He didn't ask to be here. I brought him here. I mean, I had to clap some cheeks to bring him here, but he didn't ask to be here. So who am I to say, oh, she making it too difficult? To say, oh, I don't like the person he's becoming. Who am I?
we end up falling out. He drops us all off at the airport at 10 in the morning. Our flights aren't till like 6, and we're all just sitting there. And we can't even check our bags in until a certain time. So we're literally just sitting there while he's riding around Puerto Rico. So, mind you, the two people that got the audacity to be mad about anything for any of these situations are the two people at fault for anything. So, my sister had ended up hearing her say, like, at the airport, like, I don't know why he does y'all like that, because he would never do that to me. Like, and then she said it to the sister that was not the one that keeps secrets. Like, that bitch gonna ask a question or two. So I'm like, I hear about the information after the fact, and I'm like, that's weird, but I just don't think that my friend would do that. So then we go home, and my mom, she's like, I had just found out I was pregnant. So this is 6 months, like when she was 6 months at this time. So I just found out I was pregnant, and I'm like, oh wow, like this is crazy. My mom took me to like an improv show, and so we're leaving out, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like Kayla's pregnant, and
You know what I hate about TikTok? Like, why can't y'all do more than 10-minute stories? Now I have to go find part 2.
well, I am just saying the bitch name in the last clip, so it is what it is. But so I'm like, all right, she pregnant, and my mom like, well, you know that very well might be your dad's baby. So
Even your mother know.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Even your mother know.
That comes from, my mom was like, oh, well, yeah, there's been a couple of times that me and your dad have been out getting like a drink or something at the bar, and she'll FaceTime him, and then like he'll prop up the phone because he knows it's weird that I see the girl that I've been around since she was 13, and like I see her name pop up, and like, why would you not answer? Like, what the f- does she want from you? But then like, why is she calling you? So then she's like, I mean, I'm just saying, he let her go on that vacation, like all this other stuff. So then Genesis, she's in the back, and she's like, look, I'm not gonna lie, bitch. She's been telling me about this second baby daddy being an older guy that I might know, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, so everybody putting 2 and 2 together but me, because I'm like, what?
Because you gullible, and that's your friend. And you don't think that she'll do you like that. It happens. It happens, bro. When you that cool with somebody and you got that much love for somebody, you think they have the same love and respect for you. So you like, nah, hell nah, you wouldn't do me like that. And even if you did, you would tell me. Psych.
Like, this is like shocking to me. So then we leaving the improv. I'm like, me and Genesis is coming to these like conclusions. I'm like, well, what did she tell you? Like, because this is what she's telling me about the second baby daddy. That's a question mark. So what is she telling you? And we're like comparing. So then asked her about this shit again. And she's like, I can't believe that you would even think that I would have a baby with your dad, or like this baby would even potentially be your dad's. And you know his old ass over here like, what? What, me? I would never do that. Like, what do you think I am? A pervert. That's what I think you are. So, then, let's just fast forward another 6 months. The baby born, right? Baby's born, looks more like my dad than all 10 of his kids. So when she came out, I knew who the fuck baby she was. So I'm like, this is just appalling to me that y'all are really over here trying to act like this baby don't got no daddy, and you was just gonna act like her whole life like you didn't know who the fuck her dad was, to try to appease this nigga's reputation because he just got you pregnant and he's 50 years old. Like, you were gonna let my little sister not know who the fuck her parent was because you're a hoe and he's old? Like, I don't get that. So then, that's real. Like, it's a big ordeal, like, going back and forth, and her picture got out, and she's like, oh, you're sending pictures of my daughter to a random old man, like, that's not even her dad. Girl, not even her dad? Like, what? You trying to make it seem like I am weird? No, bitch, you're weird. Gotcha. So, then, I'm like, why are we really, like, lying?
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, GP, I feel as though you need to beat her ass. I can't even say your dad is wrong because they're both consenting adults. But if you're my friend, you about to have my sister, why would you not tell me? And then why would you keep gaslighting me? Because she's gaslighting the fuck out of you. She need to get her shit caved in, man.
About, like, the paternity of a child. Like, this is some really weird ass shit. Like, what type of mind games did this nigga put on you to make you think that it's okay to be like, oh, you just don't have a dad right now? Like,
yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
But, let's be for real. And then you putting it on your other baby daddy, trying to make it seem like it could potentially be his. Bitch, you know, like, get the out of his relationship and his mother business, and you making him stress out over something.
So whose name was put on the birth certificate? She just didn't put nobody's name on the birth certificate?
You already know. Like, this nigga couldn't have put the dick on you that good. Like, be for real. So, and then let's not even forget, this nigga got a whole fiance whole time. Like, whole time. Go.
No, wait. Wait! Hold on. I wasn't expecting that. Hold on, yo. Nah, let's keep it 100. Your pops is a savage. Your pops got your friend pregnant. He had a whole fiance, and he was out having drinks with your mom. He cannot beat the allegations. He's a dog.
Whole fiance. And then she gets pregnant too. Like, what the So, it's just a messy ass, weird ass shit. And she gets forgiven for this. Because I'm like, at this point, the baby is born. I just want you to tell the truth, bitch. Facts. Like, I just want you to tell the truth. Like, and then her excuse when she finally says, like, okay, like, I can't really deny it anymore. Like, it's his baby, but I was only him because your family accused me of him before I ever him. So, as my sister would say in the group chat, poor pussy management. You can't use your pussy as revenge, and then your good time turns into a long time because now you're gonna be a single mother for the rest of your life with this little girl. Like, now my godson, who's 6 years old and calls me Titi, has a sister who's a 2-year-old sister who's calling me sissy. Now my mother son got a 6 month older than him auntie. Cause you want to intertwine our mother family tree so bad. Like, this bitch do weird shit all the time. This was the weirdest shit. But she does weird shit every day. Like, I don't even know how I've been friends with her like after this for 2 years because it's just weird. Like this bitch is a bad omen. Like as soon as I start being around her, bad start happening. Like that bird hit my window. How?
If you have somebody like that in your life, you need to cut them off. You need to get rid of them ASAP. Because the more you keep making excuses for them, the more your bad luck escalates. That's the best way I could put it. I've had people like that in my life before. And I was just making an excuse for them. Just, nah, yo, they not really like that. Nah, he didn't mean it. And I just kept on making excuses for that person. Till eventually, this shit almost cost me my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Till eventually, and even after that, after, I was able to mend my relationship, I kept on making excuses for that person till something happened where I almost lost my life because a motherfucker got mad at me and said some shit to somebody that wasn't true. So you have to, once you notice somebody like that in your life, cut them off. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter how long you knew them. It don't matter what they did for you in the past. That's another thing. Don't let people hold you prisoner based on what they did for you in the past. Because a lot of people is going to hold that shit over your head. You remember when you was going through this and I had to do this for you? Bro, thank you. But everything else you come with, no thank you.
Catch on fire. Windshield shattered. Like, this is literally the devil. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, poor management. You can't use your as a weapon. That's the whole baseline. Because if you're all you got, then you're gonna end up with just children. Like and I'm not even done. I'm about to tell a whole bunch of story times on the grimy shit that this bitch done did. Like the grimy shit. And I'm probably the only friend that she's ever had that's given her this many chances. But bitch, you trying to play me? Like, this is just story number 1. Like, please tune in.
When you have somebody in your life that you just keep making excuses for, it's always going to come back to bite you in the ass. You might end up losing friends because of that person. You might end up losing family members because of that person. You're going to end up losing opportunities because of that person. And you keep making excuses for them. It ain't going to be till you on your deathbed you're going to regret choosing that person over yourself.